And there it is. You just saw it, guys. The Grom Marathon is going to start 2 days from now. So that's your chance to get a Tier 8 premium Polish tank destroyer for free just by playing. And the trailer just before that, you can get this beautiful man as a commander in-game right now. Ducky trying to take on Hans von 5, of course.
Okay, let's make it sure.
You told me to get 5, so I got 5.
You should have gotten 5 out of your own kindness, though.
Well, let's be real. My account is probably not understocked in the gold department, but I would have gotten 5 regardless, of course.
Gian's account is one of the most wealthy ones I've ever seen in my life.
I am literally smog in game. Yes. I'm sitting on my resources.
Overflowing. The only thing bigger than Kihan's economy is his bank account.
I wish, man. I wish. Anyway, we have 2 teams that are probably looking to stock up those bank accounts with the OLS prize pool as well. The pretty fitting name of Cashback against Hit and Run. And that is going to be probably the match of the day here. In between both of those, obviously, Cashback here with the Barbarian right at the front of the pack here. There are probably going to be a lot of emotes right now in the chat, and rightfully so, because this team has been performing very, very well, especially with a Liberty in their light tank that has just been getting jump upon jump onto the enemy light tanks most of the time, only though, because this team of Hit and Run there, they are no slouches by themselves. So there were kind of a few questions at the start of the OLS how good they were still, but here we are, and once again there are Hit and Run, and they're kind of the favorites to take it all together with Cashback as well.
Richard is back.
Yeah, I mean, Richard is back, and Hit and Run seem to be kind of, you know, promising. That being said, community prediction, huge advantage right now for Cashback. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm that sided.
I don't think it's that one-sided either. I also went with Cashback, but giving Hit and Run only 28%, bit under the mark, IMO. If anything, at max, I think it's like 60-40 for Cashback. Realistically, it's 50-50.
Yep, and there we have him, the Barbarian. KD of 1.4, which is not too bad. I mean, average damage, yeah, okay, 2,833 pen rate, however, 86%. So when that man fires, he's almost sure to deal damage. And on the other side, call me Piotr with the same KD, a bit more average damage and even higher pen rate. And considering he's very, very often playing Batchat, that means something.
However, between these two, we may see some interesting styles. Previous time, when they met in Phase 1, it was 2-3 in favor of Hit and Run. Cashback looking to beat Hit and Run in Phase 2 and take that extra point.
Immediately driving in with that Batchat, kind of getting confused here a little bit where he got spotted from. That maybe was the Leopard 1 on the field that currently isn't spotted. How did that come to pass? As Squeezy does get pushed by Ketsai here, who has bitten off more than he can chew, down to 1400 here. Squeezy still has a lot of shots here, Little as well from the sidelines, but in the meantime Little is getting pushed as well, barely gets out alive. Never mind Piotr to shut it down. First blood for Hit and Run.
First blood for Hit and Run as Little gets absolutely deleted, but now Barbarian inting on towards Piotr. Hopefully it's a successful int and not a bad one. He will do his last shot of damage. Squeezy finding Ketsai, has one more shot available. He will then reload and potentially be able to pick up the UDES. Of course, the Batcha with full ability reloads rather quickly. Aka, no ability available for him. He is going to explode to the Hit and Run squad that is currently all in this location. Leo from behind as well. Panzer Fury to pick it up. And it even looks like Aka is not going to find the kill on Piotr whatsoever, even bouncing numerous shots. He falls to Piotr. I don't think he even had one. And Hit and Run in round number 1, looking dominant. All the action just exploding, but they're actually making it work.
Yeah, indeed. That was very, very aggressive from Cashback, but it seems like Hit and Run have all the answers needed here as Rishek and Rexa are double teaming on towards Twilight. The strike should be enough to pick it up. Indeed, Rexa with a nice body block to keep that enemy V4 in the strike, as I said, falls to the grave as well. And Liberty, for once, not in a light tank. He will try to do one more shot of damage. Not sure if he'll be able to get it. Indeed, he won't, as Rexa shuts it down. Hit and Run in a furious round number 1 are going to pick it up here, and they're going to kind of stun Cashback. Honestly, that was a crazy fast round. Nothing really close that can push him, and it being a tier 10 heavy tank, I mean 3,310 HP, that needs double bad to be able to dig him out, but you know, Cashback only has one, so it would take a considerable amount of time for him to actually die. We do see he doesn't have a med kit, but so far didn't take any shots, so it doesn't matter.
Currently, though, I would say I kind of favor Cashback a little bit. EBR is going to struggle to get openings in this, and I just don't really like the S-Tier-V as a pick.
I don't. And Minotauro, Katsai is not going to like his pick of the Minotauro either right now, because, well, his cupolas do get penetrated by Barbarian in the 277. Twilight not able to hit the cupola as of now, but obviously 420 Blaze It is going to be the motto of the Jagdpanzer with that crazy amount of heat pen that doesn't even autobounce anywhere really. So yeah, Katsai needs to play a very careful game of World of Tanks here.
Can we get peeked by anywhere else? I don't think so, right? He's pretty chill right now. Although if somebody was to take Liberty gets a shot as well. If somebody was to take a 5, he's in a crucial and devastating crossfire.
Oh yeah, Liberty with a second shot and doubled up with the artillery strike. Obviously that Minotauro doesn't look to be in the best of positions as of now. And Aka, he was the one striking him. He's going to take the second one. He could reduce Katsai down towards 1100. Let's see if it does. Piotr coming close in that MBY right now as Rishek on the other side, desperate to make a play here. Squeezy unable to put a shot in, but that STRV is a long way out as we do see a battle erupting on the other side as well. Aka getting pushed by Rexa, T-Sec as well as Pan's Fury, but so far so good for him. He's buying a lot of time for Barbarian and Twilight to push. This is an all-out commitment, and this time Cashback seems to have the upper hand.
Aka might even get one more shot in. No, not the case today. It's going to be Rexa to finish it off. Liberty now in a bit of trouble against Piotr, though, in that M5Y. We can play around the corner, but the real fight is in the factory as another tank gets deleted. This time it's T-Sec in the E3 that stands no chance, and then Katsai in the Mino was already low HP, and here comes the bad shot from behind with the 430U to clean up Panzer Fury in the 260V4. Now going on to the next one, which is Rexa in the 260V4, and now you can see though the EBR is struggling in this kind of battle. Again, combat ability not the greatest for the EBR. He will find the kill on Little, but is that going to be enough as Rexa should fall in this scenario? Barbarian's getting on his sides and will pick up the kill. That leaves 5 tanks left standing for Cashback. Liberty playing Ring Around the Rosie with Piotr for the rest of his life. He's never gonna get to shoot that ever, but he can try.
I mean, yeah, Liberty just doing a very good job of duking Piotr, and at some point in time maybe Piotr even gets a shot, but look who is on the approach. It is Twilight, and he has a 17 centimeter shell loaded in that Jagdpanzer, and Piotr is like, nah bro, nah, I don't want to commit to this. And here Monster with the ability active, but he's going to be playing against a 430U, and if that one loads AP, currently Squeezy shooting heat, but even with AP he could just overmatch the lower plate. Actually Rishek does manage to take down one of the Jagdpanzers on the Cashback team, so all of a sudden we're only playing 3 versus 4, but Liberty were there once again above 5k damage, but Piotr somehow seems to have made his way out of the situation. All of a sudden this seems playable. Hit and run with the HP advantage currently. Monster playing hold down against Squeezy. This is becoming close, Taki.
Becoming very close, and I think Squeezy did not expect Monster to actually run away. But now they have to be careful from the side of Cashback because they're down on HP. Barbarian doesn't really have the ability to face up against this Y either, and the Y pocket pick working out. Barbarian's dead to the small gun of the Y. Piotr is going to reload and just shut him down. Squeezy's trying to get in there and do something, and sure, Barbarian makes that man a one-shot. But now, though, it's the big issue that I said is one shot in the Jagdpanzer for the SRV with ability, 2 shots for the M5Y. He needs a Squeezy in this battle, and he needs him quickly.
And Squeezy knows that, of course. We see him driving through the eastern part of the map, but Monster is going to relocate as well. That STRV actually with backwards 45 kph, but if you mount a turbo or have the field mod, that is obviously quicker. So basically a medium tank right now with that STRV regarding how quickly it is to flank. And the thing is also, Monster as well as Rishek are not a one-shot, even for the big gun of the Jagdpanzer. And Rishek up there, he's trying to take the artillery strike, and I think he might even succeed. Squeezy needs to be careful, obviously, against Piotr. That seems to peak and does track only against the 430U, but that should be enough time for Rishek to just fade away and run to the bushes, run to hide. They do know where the Jagdpanzer is. They do know where the 430U is as well. So Monster is going to take the artillery strike. One more was put on towards IZ, and that should probably seal the fate of the Jagdpanzer. And at that point in time, I don't think the 430U that just took another shot of damage from Rishek has the damage output anymore as crazy as the damage output of the 430U even is. There we go. Monster does kill IZ with a strike. It is a 1 versus 3, which at some point in time was a 5 versus 3.
Yeah, and Cashback kind of tried to go for the kill, but sending the 430U down south, sending only 1 tank north. Realistically, they all just had to go and kill Piotr as quickly as possible and then just cap out, and they're always fine, right? But they split up. They were like, we're winning. And they ended up in bad positions across the board.
Exactly. And now Piotr just waiting here for Squeezy to make a mistake. Keep in mind, guys, as well, hit and run at this point in time actually don't really need to do anything because they're up in kills at this point in time. Now Rishek is going to take the spotting tower here. Squeezy is waiting for his ability, but now he does get spotted here. Takes 2 to the face, and now Rishek with heat loaded should be able to penetrate that 430 frontally. So yeah, Squeezy left to do nothing really as Rishek there to pick it up, playing a flawless game of EBR, and yeah, definitely a good addition for the team of Hit and Run. Just falling flat on its face, really.
I mean, Monster actually does 5.7k. I was going to blame the STRV after the game, but in this regard, he actually paid off.
Yeah. Cannot blame Monster at this point in time, I think. And even like the MVY pocket pick, 4.6k, 2 kills. So making that gun sing is Piotr here. Definitely not the worst result for the MVY, actually far from it. And then third in line is Rishek with that EBR, 3k damage. That's a lot for an EBR, together with 3 kills even. So those, you know, off-meta picks really coming in clutch for Hit and Run. And the map pick of Cashback actually also coming in clutch for Hit and Run because they just picked up 2. Then again, Hit and Run, if there is any team that after picking up the enemy's map pick 2-0 will then lose their own map pick 2-0, I think it's Hit and Run.
D-Sec from the game. The old strats, Gihan, they still working for Hit and Run. That is a disaster in the beginning of this round. And now Aka is on crossfire position. And I think that currently Hit and Run are in a lot of trouble, to be honest. They are going to re-push around the hill, but double 50B will not kill Badshot CS. They cannot retake the hill anymore either.
I mean, Ketsai and Rex are turning around, but they are going to see on their heads-up display that they have been replaned by Liberty, who has been taking that kill up on the top of the hill. So once again, they're going to start turning around, going to be driving towards the middle, and they have been hit, and now they're running indeed like headless chickens. Around and around it goes, and they need to find something to push up on, something to collapse upon with those autoloaders. But Cashback playing it very smartly. They're just not giving it to them.
There's a BZ boosting into the middle though for the side of Cashback. Aka lets a shot go on Ketsai. Gets spotted out though. Ketsai and Vexer, the 2 of them. Rishek is dead. He just dies to the guys aiming from the lower side still. Squeezy will probably share a similar fate, but look at IZ already coming with the BZ. I mean, these 50Bs, they're gonna kill a bad shot. Maybe. Probably not actually. I mean, Vexer, he will go for it. He will find the kill, but this is very costly. This is a very costly bad shot. He's on reload. This game's over. Initially, Cashback just much better.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Liberty, he must have had the farming day of his life. He gets to shoot HE into 50Bs from above and the side here. And those 50Bs on the outside, yes, they do get a bad shot at the cost of the entire game. This tactic here by Hit and Run completely falling apart before it can even get going. They were hoping for like some kind of cascade effect, you know, just clip out one tank, rinse, repeat, and at some point you can just crush the enemy with the tanks that you have. And when we can already see Monster there, damage control at this point in time from him. He actually has a dead like commander. I'll check out if he doesn't have a med kit, but
how
yeah,
would
he's
have a dead commander on full HP count.
It is showing. Never mind, his commander seems to be alive.
How would your crew member can indeed die without you receiving damage, but that is super rare.
Yeah, I mean, it is super rare, but yeah, not that it matters at this point in time. Monster is gonna get chased down by the hungry wolves of Cashback, and yeah, he is trying to make the game as long as possible. Turns out that's not much longer. Indeed, Cashback, after a quick 2 rounds on map number 1, now all of a sudden they look unstoppable on Hit and Run's map pick. And man, we were talking about it, right? If there's any team that picks up the enemy map 2-0 and then completely like falls to pieces on their own map pick, it's Hit and Run. We're half the way there.
It is also found in your favorite map guide made by Keyhands, where he teaches MV players to sit in the base. Very cool. Thanks, Keyhand. Round of applause in the chat.
You know, sometimes just playing the basics and playing them well is going to net you the round. And exactly, Cashback, who listened to me, do get the victory. Go figure. But he doesn't really have a lot of DPM. The 50B is starting to come in. So far, a lot of damage on towards Liberty. That's going to be good on towards him. He's down towards a one-shot, but he doesn't get killed, so he will remain a nuisance for the time being in the side of Hit and Run, who are now starting to send the CS tanks up on towards the hill, but they're taking a lot of damage. This is what the TVPs are for, actually, but Barbarian might be too late. He is driving in, however, but ooh, Monster is going to bear the brunt of the damage down towards 800. Make that possibly even less. Isa turning around.
Piotr now down towards a one-shot Squeezy, trying to get in from behind. The 50B from Ketsa getting back in. Barbarian seems to be the target, but not before Monster bites the dust. And this EBR Keyhand, this little flank, it has done nothing, even with Liberty falling early. Rishek is finally getting into the fight, but is that little too late? The TVP is just doing its DPM over and over again. Gets smashed by Panzer Fury. The Ram helps them a little bit, but I think so far so good for the side of Cashback. With those heavier tanks, with that 60 DP even, are able to bring it back. They're up HP. They need to find the engagement right now with Squeezy in the bad shot. They are doing that. T-Second in CS63 has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. They're going to pick up the 1-2 combination. One goes down, the second one to follow. And just like we said before, in a short period of about 6-7 minutes, Cashback has wiped away this 2-0 deficit and is going to equalize the score.
Yeah, exactly. Hit and Run. I mean, it feels weird to kind of sound like the person that's writing the script, even though I am. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. But yeah, Hit and Run completely falling apart on a cliff here on their own map pick yet again. And Squeezy, man, in that bad chat, he must have had a monster of a game. He was able to completely clip out everywhere all the time whenever he needed to. I mean, he's probably going to fall to Rishek here, but not that it really matters. Rishek there with the dead turret, or rather the broken turret. One more shot. Let's see who's going to out-reload who here, actually. Squeezy might be before Rishek here, but I said not to shut it down. Misses his shot. Not that it matters now.
Rishek has one more attempt to kill Squeezy. He won't find it. It's going to be Squeezy, actually, to pick it up in return. And just like that, 2-2 after very, very quick cliff rounds. And Cashback is definitely going to be kicking himself now about Tujanki number 2, because it could have been 3-1 for them. Instead, though, it's 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, it said there 3-1 for a second, but yeah, the reality of the matter is 2-2 is the scoreline, and once again, Hit and Run take the enemy map and completely forfeit their own. To be honest, that goes for either team. I could also see Cashback going for the cap with this lineup and Liberty maybe on the offside. First of all, Liberty with that EBR will be trying to get a lot of information. He doesn't see the 268v4s yet. Now he does see both. Is he going to see the 277s? Yes, and Humpty Dumpty jumps over, but now he does get jumped actually by 277s with HE loaded. This is not the start to the battle that he wanted, but he actually eats 2 shots of the 268v4s without dying. Another HE shell lives on 8 HP, is going to make a getaway. The magic EBR wheels once again, and Pan's Fury might be paying the ultimate price as he does.
Panzer Fury getting absolutely deleted in this battle. Cashback takes the fight straight to hit and run as well. They're not afraid of going for this fight. I said now a little bit of trouble as well. Skirmishes going across the map. Liberty indeed surviving on the mere one shot. Now Squeezy picks up Richek. I said still surviving, trying to get back behind those buildings. Piotr now the next one, and still they haven't found I said in the I7. Twilight and Aka banging up on Ket's side. That's another tank down for the side of hit and run. Finally, I said falls, which is only the first gun to get removed for the side of Cashback. Barbarian getting rammed, getting pinned, and getting violated by Piotr and Tisek in a 3-away crossfire. Little tries to help him out, but Cashback and hit and run 5v4, but EBR not really that impactful in this scenario. Can Cashback actually excel when they need it, which is right now? Rexar is the target. They do find him, and now with 4 tanks left standing, 5 tanks actually for Cashback versus the mere 3 from hit and run. Monster and Dudas forced to push in, but can he really make a difference?
I mean, can he? It remains to be seen. T-Sec trading it out with Aka here right now. Those trades are going to go the V4's favor, but now look, the strike is going to get in and it's going to nuke Piotr and T-Sec, who gets picked up by Twilight, and now Little coming in with the Blyskavica against T-Sec's V4 here. Actually, bounce coming out from Little with the Blyska, so the V4 now is going to survive, but he needs 2 shots for the Blyskavica. Meanwhile, this one only needing 1, and he does indeed connect it. Monster is going to pick up Twilight, but he's going to play 1 versus 4. His whereabouts are known and his HP are probably nowhere to be found. The strike is going to actually take it before Liberty. I think there was a shot coming in as well, and Cashback just like that, 0-2 down, now up 3-2.
In about a good 10 minutes, Cashback went from 0-2 to 3-2.
From 0 to hero almost, and we do see that Liberty wasn't that impactful in the EBR, but he is going to be, as you said, a nuisance. He's going to be completely annoying, just completely like over the time, always turning the turrets around, providing possibilities, and realistically, him surviving actually puts hit and run on a timer. Let's see. First of all, Fosh B coming out from Barbarian as well. That is a kind of unusual Murovanka pick, at least in this kind of meta, and we can see Squeezy here in that bad chat. Was duking for a possible plane, does decide to turn around, and once again hit and run are going for this cap play here. They're sending the 277s in. Piotr leading the charge, does take 1 shot of damage for his triple, and that is going to be triple cap immediately. The I7 from Cashback in the middle is scrambling to get towards that artillery strike, but double 268b4 will be there to greet him. That means actually that Cashback has 6 tanks here to fight against the hit and runs 5, but one of those is actually an RHM.
I said gets a reset on the back of Panzer Fury, though buys them a little bit of time. They know now that the double V4 is going for ISET in the I7. He's trying to face them, but he's definitely dead. He is trying to do what he can, but here comes Aka in the 60 TP, deleted out of this battle. The 60p, the one to take the damage, the one to take all the damage, more damage than you would like to see. And now the autoloaders from Cashback coming back in, focusing out 1 to 77, moving on to the next one. Liberty needs to survive here. They want to keep him in this battle. Can they actually keep him alive? No, they cannot. Monster picks him up in the Centurion, who comes back in. And now these other loaders are out of steam, especially the Forge B is on reload. And it does not look good for Cashback whatsoever. 3 tanks left standing versus 5 of hit and run, who have just pulled a swift number on them, saying that, hey, we're still playing the game as well. We can win a round.
Indeed, that was a no-you if I've ever seen one. And Cashback now with 3 tanks remaining. They're trying to make something happen. They want to get the Inspire medium here of Monster out of the game. But Ketsai in that T57 is going to have something to say about it. Barbarian is just getting annihilated with that Fosh B. He was healing back, and Squeezy does get the pickup on towards the Centurion Action X. But the Fosh B falling is going to spell defeat for Cashback because Squeezy is now reloading. T-Sec is backing him in towards a corner, and now the T57 is coming off of reload, it seems.
Yeah, 57 comes off of reload, picks up Squeezy, and that repush there for Cashback was always kind of doomed. I mean, after the 60p blows up without doing any damage, it's going to be easy peasy for hit and run. Big damage for Ketsai, he's very happy. In return, Aka, you know, one-shot warrior, I mean, gets sent in and just explodes.
I mean, yeah, he took the damage for his team. He took it like a champ, but it wasn't enough. Let's see what they're gonna do. I mean, first of all, Rexa is going to get the informational tower as well. That's gonna be full info, first of all, for hit and run. That doesn't prevent T-Sec from taking a shot of damage with the Amarak hit as well. He seems to have a repair kit available, though. Monster with a good shot in towards Arca, but now that V4 is gonna push the 705A. That's currently trying to get a bit more HP here as T-Sec once again peeking, taking, though, without ability active, one from Arca, and now Monster starting to peek out because behind him is Little. I think the team captain of hit and run is kind of in a pickle here. He does get pincered.
He does get pincered, but more tanks coming in now. Twilight from behind. The tanks from hit and run are a little bit trailing at the moment in time in their movement. Little gives one. Barbarian should finish, but not before Monster does one more. First kill goes the way of Cashback. Now Ketsa and Piotr still very far out of this fight. Only Liberty facing them on the rails. Good shots there though from both those hit and run players, dropping Liberty towards a one shot. But now you can see though hit and run starting to run out of times in the city area. Panzer Fury falls. Rex are now surrounded. Didn't have ability activated for a while. Their reader makes it, so he's very low HP. Barbarian trying his best to survive. He's not going to reload before Rexar does. Piotr is actually picking up Liberty. Can Rexar pick up the kill on Barbarian? No, Barbarian gets it first. Aka down towards a one shot as well, but hit and run down towards 4 versus 6 from Cashback on Ensk. Rishek trying to make it even though, picks up another kill. Piotr getting Barbarian. It's a 4-on-4 now, but still Cashback lead in terms of HP, lead again in the tank department as well, and it looks like they're just a little bit too healthy for hit and run to come back in this one, but they're gonna give it their best though.
Yeah, it is a brutal blow-for-blow fight right now, but currently Cashback with the upper hand. They still have that E4 that can come in so handy with that turret as Piotr gets shut down. Rishek chasing after Squeezy, but holding getting held actually by Squeezy for Little and Ice to come in, and Rishek, he doesn't seem to have ability at this point in time. All of a sudden it is a 1 versus 4 for Ketsai that has been doing wondrous things in this best of 7 here so far, but not this time. Little to shut it down, to shut it out. Cashback does get the tiebreaker victory, 4-3 for them, and I believe they do even get their revenge for the 3-2 that happened in favor of Hit and Run in phase number 1. Yeah, I think so too. I think Hit and Run were just trying to get ahead of themselves with mainly the cliff pick by them, which is going to leave a few of us, including the Hit and Run team, a bit confused. That, I think, just was not it. And on the other side, Cashback, I mean, starting off with a 0-2, still winning in tiebreaker 4-3, they're going to be happy.
They should be. I mean, coming back from 0-2, then winning the next 3. Okay, they dropped 1 on Muro, but they're getting the points and they're beating a top contender. It's always motivation to beat another team, right? Especially when it's one that is going to be on the top of the leaderboard.
Indeed. Top of the leaderboard probably for Cashback. I think we will have the complete updated leaderboard soon, where we will be able to see all the standings that all being said and done. First of all, there is the little announcement, we already shared it on Sunday, but on October 15th, that is the Tuesday after the finals of OLS and OLF, and yes, there is a lot of O at the start abbreviations right now, we'll have the OLS Season 2 relegations, where teams from the OLS and OCS that is the second league, are going to be battling it out for those juicy spots in the OLS season number 2. Yes, guys, it's happening.